President of the Council of the Notaries of the European Union, Mr. Adam Todt, President of the CNUE Chamber of Notaries, Mr. Bojan Podgoršek, members of the Council of Notaries, ladies and gentlemen. It is a great honor to welcome you here today and to say a few words before you start your debate on the topic of the Conference on the Future of Europe. I am pleased to see the Council of Notaries of the EU actively engaged in the debate on the future of Europe. Your contribution to the reflection on how to make Europe more citizens-friendly is greatly appreciated. Your extensive experience in working directly with citizens every day helps you understand their interests, but also their challenges. I am convinced that your valuable experience will guide you when making useful suggestions on what else could be done to make their life easier and better. Ladies and gentlemen, we are all aware of the numerous common challenges facing the global community, and Europe is no exception. We are going through the COVID-19 pandemic and its consequences. We focus on mitigating and adapting to climate change. We are working towards a green transition and digital economy and towards an open strategic autonomy in key areas. We are witnessing negative demographic trends. All of these topics are in the special focus of the Slovenian presidency of the Council of the EU. Ensuring the resilience of the EU has been one of its most important tasks, and in November the Council adopted very good conclusions on this subject. We are very pleased with this achievement. In this context, we need a comprehensive debate on our common future. We are happy to know that the Conference on the Future of Europe includes a broad debate on what the EU should be like in the future. Slovenia sees the conference as an innovative project, putting European citizens in the spotlight. This is a process which in itself is already a positive result. After having set up the conference's quite complex organizational structure, we can now fully dedicate ourselves to the content. However, COVID resurgence required some adjustments to our work. It may be also necessary to carry out some of the events in a hybrid form. Nevertheless, we are pleased to see that the activities continue despite the difficult epidemiological situation. All 4 European citizens panels have started their work. Citizens actively participated for the first time in the October plenary meeting on the conference. Representatives of the Western Balkans were also present as key stakeholders. This is particularly important for Slovenia as we share the responsibility for the future of Europe. I believe that the decision to invite our partners from the region was correct, conveying an EU message on the region's geostrategic importance. We will continue to invite interested key stakeholders whenever possible and keep the debate as broad and as open as possible. The Slovenian presidency of the Council of the European Union has set the Conference on the Future of Europe as one of its priorities. As co-chair of the Executive Board of the Conference, I will continue with the efforts to ensure a frank and inclusive citizen-centered debate. The Conference has already made some progress, but it has also met with some criticism. Despite the extensive communication activities of all 3 project co-organizers, the Council, the Commission and the European Parliament, as well as at the national level, the visibility of the conference still remains below our expectations. As a result, citizens' activity on the multilingual digital platform remains limited and does not fully reflect the diversity of the Union. I would like to call on all those who can to join the efforts for raising citizens' awareness of the importance of the debate about our common future, to publish information on the conference on their websites and inform about the conference in the communication with different stakeholders, to encourage their members to organize events and publish proposals on the multilingual digital platform. Let me welcome the initiative presented by the Council of the Notaries of the EU to dedicate its annual conference to the Conference on the Future of Europe and to make concrete proposals. I understand that these proposals will cover the areas of the rule of law, values, digitalization and legal certainty. Some critical remarks were also heard after the second plenary meeting of the conference, mostly about the need for improvements in the functioning of the plenary meeting itself. The co-chairs of the executive board of the conference have listened to the citizens, and the next plenary meeting will be even more interactive and dynamic. In cooperation with the European Commission and the European Parliament, the Council will continue to work towards the final success of the conference. The main objective of Slovenia during its presidency of the Council of the EU is to make sure that citizens' interests are the heart of the conference and that their voice is heard. We would also like to make the conference as inclusive as possible, open to dialogue with various stakeholders and allowing different opinions to be heard. We believe that only a sincere debate based on historical experience lead to a strengthened European Union, a union in which the values of constitutional democracy, European identity and individual national identities are protected and can continue to prosper. Our aim is to strengthen a common understanding of the challenges that the member states can face only together at the EU level, and also of issues that are easier for countries to tackle independently and therefore need to have adequate autonomy within the EU. To this end, Slovenia organized a series of debate, especially the Bled Strategic Forum. The event brought together almost 200 top panelists from the political, economic, science and technology and civil society spheres, as well as young leaders in early September this year. Ladies and gentlemen, the conference is not yet completed. It is too soon to predict or envision the results. The conference mandate provides for the submission of a final report to the President of the three main institutions. These will examine how they can take effective action based on the report, each within the scope of their respective competences and in accordance with the treaties. We hope that the final recommendations will reflect a series of ambitious improvements that the three institutions will make sure that meaningful and legitimate proposals are implemented. Let me assure you on behalf of the Council that we will work towards an open, inclusive and transparent conference. Its work should continue to focus on topics and policies that are in the interest of the citizens. After the numerous crises, we must also use the opportunities provided by the conference to enhance the EU's capacity to respond to unforeseen events. This will make the European Union better prepared for the future. I wish you a successful discussion. Thank you very much.